Let's face it, we all have that one room in our home where we drop off unwanted items we can't quite part with, or have a room where we store items we may need later that we've rummaged through only to not put the items back in their rightful place. And over time, the junk piles up, which leads to a very unorganized and chaotic space. But instead of tackling the clutter, we just close the door and ignore it. Well, this room in my home is a perfect illustration of what I just described. But today, we're going to tackle it head on, finding a place for everything and putting everything in its place. I'm so grateful to my sons helping me put everything into categories, because if I did it by myself, it would have taken all day. It only took us a few hours to do it. So now that I have everything into categories, I'll know exactly what to do with everything. I've mentioned this many times on this channel. I get very overwhelmed if I look at the entire project, the entire area that I have to declutter. If I can put things into categories and then go by categories, I feel like I'm more in control. And that's what we're going to do today. I have trash, I have home decor, I have items I want to sell. And the items I want to sell, we're going to be taking upstairs into the sunroom. And hopefully in the next couple of months, we will have a yard sale. And then I've got to get the lawn equipment put up on the wall. I have so many things I want to get out of here because I want to put my paint spraying tent down here. In my last video, I shared with you how I'm starting on painting the cabinets in the kitchen. And I had to do it outdoors, and it is so hot and it is so humid. So I'm hoping by clearing out some space, I can put my pop-up tent down here. The ceiling down here in this utility room is really tall. I wish upstairs the ceilings were this tall, but they're not. But this is going to be a great area where I can pop up the tent, put some plastic around it so I don't spray everything in this area, and just do all my cabinets down here where it's nice and cool. But I am so looking forward to getting this cleared out. I don't know how long this is going to take me. Hopefully not too long. It may take me all day, but if I do it by categories, if I just look at one little corner at a time, I think I can do it without overwhelming myself. This looks so good and organized. I am so excited for this, that it's not sitting on the floor. Speaking of items sitting on the floor, I need to get all of the yard sale items and the trash up to the sunroom. And I have to climb a flight of stairs to do that. So if we don't do anything else today, we're going to get our steps in. I love my sunroom, but without heating or air conditioning, we can only enjoy it for about 5 to 6 months out of the year. Currently, I'm using this room to store all the tiles for the upcoming flooring project and items for a yard sale. But once everything is cleared out, I want to restart the makeover in this room without sweating buckets. So when Dr.Prepare reached out to me to review one of their freestanding air conditioning units, I thought it would be the ultimate test to see if it could cool my sunroom. The ceiling fans don't work in my sunroom and the room isn't insulated, so I was curious to see how cool it could get under these conditions. The AC unit was easy to install and came with everything I needed. It has 14,000 BTUs, enough to cool a 700 square foot room, and my sunroom is 480. After installing the unit, I set it to 70 degrees and continued decluttering downstairs and decided to check on it later to see how well it could do to cool this room. When I put everything in categories, or when my sons helped me, some of this stuff I thought, yeah, I'll probably use it, but I'm not so certain at the moment. So we're going to go through just a few pieces I have to decide whether to keep or whether just to take them to the sunroom for a yard sale. Some of you may remember this if you watch my thrifting channel. I purchased this at the Liberty Antiques Festival from the Boxwood Antique booth. I don't know how much it was, maybe $5 or $10. Thought I would use it. Well, I haven't. And I found this at a yard sale. Thought I was going to use it and still haven't. And I still have the tag. It was only $3. My blue and white pieces, these were full. I have been using them. So I think I'm going to condense everything into one bin because I'm not getting rid of my blue and white. I have this beautiful mirror. The lady let me have it for $1. And it's so beautiful. And I thought about using it in the sunroom. Still think I might, so I do think this is one I'll keep. This mirror I purchased at the thrift store maybe 6 years ago for $50. It is a really good sized mirror, and I don't want to get rid of it because large mirrors are hard to find for $50. So this is one I think I will keep just for a little longer, maybe till the end of the year to see if I'm going to use it somewhere because it's just so beautiful, the dark wood. There's nothing wrong with the mirror. And I will definitely not get $50 at a yard sale. This is one I think I may hold on to just a little longer. Everything for the yard sale is now up in the sunroom. The sunroom is getting really, really full. I don't know if I'm going to see the floor after a while, but I do have some pieces down here that I considered home decor that I put in that category that I was going to keep. But now I'm thinking maybe I won't. I have a lot of little things sitting around that are just annoying me. I like to contain everything, so I found these online along with these little tool bags. They're just big enough to put maybe like a drill in there or smaller items like that, where if I need it, I can just grab and go. Some of the items are already labeled because I did that maybe 3 years ago. So some of the stuff looks pretty good. Some of it does not. And I also have like all of these drop cords. And I also found these Velcro holders that you can wrap around cords. They're Velcro, and they also have a hole where you can just hang them up. So we may be doing that. That way I can see everything, and just put some screws in the wall over there, hang all the extension cords up because they're everywhere. And anytime you go to look for one, especially at Christmas, when you try to find an extension cord, you can never find them.
After a few hours, I checked the temperature in the sunroom and noticed it had dropped by about 5 degrees. Since I didn't turn it on until around 2 in the afternoon, and considering there is no insulation in this room, I was thoroughly impressed. If you're interested in checking out Dr.Prepare, they've given me a coupon code to share with you. You can receive $20 off your purchase using the code PACDT20.